Hi, today we would normally be celebrating St Catherine's Day, our patronal festival, when we take a moment in the year to give thanks to God for our patron saint, St Catherine of Alexandria, and to celebrate and give thanks for our church, St Catherine's. We give thanks for what we love about St Catherine's, and particularly we think about what's happened in the year that has just gone. It's a time when we take stock and celebrate together. And you'll all know that this service is always followed by nibbles and a drink, and then a delicious meal that spans the whole globe, from jerk chicken to jollof rice to pasta salads to amazing desserts. Lots of fun, lots of chat, and sometimes even dancing. And I will really miss that this year, because we all know that this year we will have absolutely none of that. 2020 is the year when we have had to learn to do things completely differently. Work, family life, social life, our hobbies, and all our ways of connection have been completely affected by COVID-19 and all the restrictions around that. And I know that it's been tiring and hard, and that many people are feeling weary. It's really hard to live with uncertainty and stress, and it's even harder when we don't know when the end will come. I know that many of you are strong, resilient, courageous people, and so you will have days when you can look on the bright side, you can laugh about things, you can find courage. But I also know that there will be days when we just want to hide under our duvets and hope that it all just stops, all just goes away. Hope is a funny word. We say things like, I hope it doesn't rain, or I hope Chelsea win the cup. But we all know that there's a deeper resonance, a deeper meaning to the word hope. We know that there's something about that word that brings us life and courage and determination to go on. There's something about that word that reminds us that despite everything, things can get better. It reminds us that our Christian life is about trusting in God, even when we're going through a tough time. Desmond Tutu said, hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. I think that there is a profound truth and grace in that. But we have to be attentive to that sense of hope in our spirits, because so much around us will make us lose hope. Paul, in his letter to the Ephesians, spoke in a hopeful way to the Christians because of the love he had seen them share with each other. Jesus, in the gospel that we heard read, talked about his followers being the light of the world, encouraging them to let their light shine before others. And so I want to encourage you to think about how you can be a hope giver, a hope bringer, as we enter into Advent, as we enter into the Christmas season, in a time that will be difficult and uncertain. How can you be someone who brings hope into that situation? And I want to thank you because you've already been doing that, maybe consciously, maybe unconsciously, but many of you have been sharing hope with one another as we've travelled through this very difficult time. I want to thank you all for each text, each WhatsApp, each phone call, each meal cooked, each prayer said, each joke shared, each gesture of comfort when someone has been upset. You will have all reached out to someone somewhere, and a lot through the community of St Catherine's. You will have done that, and I want to thank you. It might have just been a small thing, it might have just been once, or it might have been something you've been doing every single week. But thank you for the ways in which you have brought hope to the church community, to your family, to your network. Thank you for what you have done. But today is also what is known as Stir Up Sunday. It's because of a prayer in the post-communion that has that phrase, stir up. And it's the day when we stir up the Christmas cake mixture and get ready for that. But it's a great image of stirring up in us our gifts, our vocation, our desire to follow Jesus more closely. And so I encourage you to stir up that gift of hope within you, to share that with those around you, the church family, your own biological family, your friends, your network. Stir up hope within yourself, not a silly hope that ignores what's going on, but be prayerful in your hopefulness, be worshipful, be attentive to what can bring hope, what can bring solace, what can bring consolation in a time of great difficulty and